Hey guys, Denver James here, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the card game Play 9. I'll be breaking down how it works, what's great about it, what's not so great about it, and my overall thoughts on the game. If you'd like to see more review videos like this one, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss a single upload. Let's talk about how the game works. The object of the game is to have as few strokes as possible, just like a classic game of golf. To start, each player is going to draw one card. The person with the lowest card gets to deal with the person on the left starting the game. Next, the dealer is going to shuffle the deck and give each player 8 cards. Be sure to lay your cards face down in 2 rows of 4. Put the rest of the cards in a face down stack in the center of the table. This is your draw pile. Flip the top card over and place it in the discard pile. Now you're ready to start the game. At this point, each player is going to flip over 2 of their 8 cards. The player to the left of the dealer now gets to decide whether they want to draw a card from the draw pile or the discard pile. If you draw a card from the deck, you have to decide whether or not to replace one of your 8 cards with it. You can replace any card that you want, even one that's already flipped over. If you decide that you don't want to keep the card that you've drawn, discard it and flip over one of your 8 cards. If you draw a card from the discard pile, replace any card of your choice with it. This will end your turn. Play continues with each player flipping over more and more cards. You can continue to replace each of your cards, but you must have one card left that hasn't been flipped over yet. If you do have one card left, you're closing in on the final putt. At this point, you have the option to either skip your turn by drawing a card and then discarding it without flipping over your final card, or you just flip over your final card. You're allowed to do this as much as you like, or until someone finally goes out. This is meant to help you collect as few strokes as possible, lining up your perfect shot. Once a player has flipped over their last card, the game has officially ended for them. Now the other players have one last turn to turn things around before the game wraps up. At this point, each player is going to tally up their strokes, taking into account negative strokes as well as shaving off strokes, which we'll explain here in a moment. Once you've written down everyone's scores, you're ready to start another game on the green. Let's take a brief moment to explain what it means to shave off strokes. Matching 2 identical cards, one above the other, allows you to cancel both cards for a total of 0 strokes. If you manage to do this with 2 hole-in-one cards, these will not cancel each other out, but rather will be scored at a -5 each towards your overall score. If you can match up to 4 identical cards, 2 on top of the other, you get 0 strokes plus a -10 stroke bonus. If 6 cards, a -15. If 8 cards, a -20. If by some miracle you manage to match 4 hole-in-one cards, 2 on top of the other, you not only get a -5 per each card, but also a -10 bonus. If you can keep your eyes peeled for these valuable matchups, you just might find yourself at the top of the scoreboard. Let's talk about what's great about this game. Many games struggle to find just the right balance between simple gameplay and complex competition, but Play 9 knows exactly where it needs to be. While the concept is easy to figure out, the various ways of being able to one-up your opponent had me constantly looking for the next opportunity to get ahead of the scoreboard. It has an addictive factor that leaves you craving more after the first round. Another thing that I love about this game is its commitment to being a genuine golf card game. From the lovingly crafted cards right down to the stroke point sheets, a noticeable effort was made to make this a game that would connect with the golfer and putt-putter inside all of us. Let's talk about what's not so great about this game. I've had such a fantastic time playing with this game that it's honestly hard to find anything to gripe about. My wife and I have already played this game several times since getting it. But if I had to mention anything, I'd say that the instructions for the game can appear to be a bit bland in their presentation, due mainly to the fact that it's simply text on paper. Now there are graphs in the shaving off strokes section that are both simple and helpful. But if you're a visual learner and you thrive off of a little color and flair, you might sigh at the lack of differentiation between the rules on paper. But like I said, it's really difficult to find anything to truly gripe about. All in all, Play 9 has effectively meshed together the competitive verve of golf with the joy of game nights. It's solidly crafted, briskly fun, and is perfect for tabletop gamers of all ages. In a time where there's no shortage of card games, Play 9 stands out as a classic in its field. Adding this game to your collection would be the equivalent of an exhilarating hole-in-one. Well, hey, that's all I've got for you guys in this review of the Play 9 card game. Like I shared earlier, if you'd like to see more review videos like this one, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single upload. My name's Denver James. Thank you so much for watching this review video. Take care, and I'll see you around.